This is a demonstration of the TripLog app. Now to open the app, you open a browser and key in triplog.org. That's triplog.org. And it will open the app. Now if you're on an Android device, either a tablet or a phone, you may already have the app loaded. If so, you just click on that app. If you need to download it, you can download it from the Google Play Store by searching on St. Coletta. And under St. Coletta, you will find the TripLog app. You could download it then and start playing. But at any rate, the first thing you're presented with is a request to enter a PIN number. You enter the 4-digit PIN number. Now the number is the same number you use to open the tablet if you have a tablet. So no secret what that number is if you're an employee. Okay, the initial screen presented is this one. It's got the start, pause, and end button. And now this is a little video icon here. If you press that, it'll play this particular video again. So if you need a refresher on some of the features, you can just watch this video again. So you click the start button, and it opens a little panel here of data. It wants to know the driver, or who you are basically. You key in a couple characters of your name, and it should display a little list which includes your name. So you just select it. Vehicle, same deal. You key in a couple characters of the vehicle number, may even just be even 2 characters, but anyway, if not, it'll display a list of the vehicles matching that, those 2 digits. Then it wants you to select the purpose of the trip. And select from one of these. We'll just say employment. Now the remainder is to just select the clients, and you select them the same way as the driver. You key in a couple characters of their name, and it'll display a list of all the clients who match that. So we'll just select one. Once you select one, it creates a record. And as soon as you select one, it will record the location you were at, basically, when you selected them. So it saves the address. Now, if you just pick, I can show you what I'm talking about here by just clicking on this little map pointer icon here. You'll see that. So that's the address it has saved for the location that we picked up the person, and also records the pickup time and the date. Also, same thing at the trip level. It records the start location of the trip and the date and time that the trip was started. All right. So it collects a lot of information on the fly as you're using this application, so that you don't have to key it in. Basically, you don't have to key in addresses, etc. All right, so let's load a couple more clients. Let's select this person, and select another one here. And you'll see that as it adds them to the list, now there's no limit to the number you can add, so you can add as many as necessary. Manage your transporting, basically. And it keeps a count of them and keeps the table of them in alphabetical order, in name order. When you get there, you just click the All button, and it'll mark them all as dropped at that location, and they'll disappear from the screen. If you make a mistake, you can click, like if we added this particular person in error, we can click the trash can, and it'll confirm that you want to delete this person. If you click the green check mark, they'll be gone, and there'll be no indication that they're ever there. Or you can click the X to not delete them. Okay. If you want to start over, this is not not right at all. You want to start over, you can click the abort button, and you got a confirmation there also, same thing. If you click the green check mark, then this whole thing will disappear as if it was never here. Or you can check the red X mark and it won't do anything. Right. You can drop a person one at a time. You can just drop Monica, and she is recorded as dropped. She is part of the writer history now, and recorded the location and date and time that she was dropped, and you did not have to enter it. Right. If you click the all button, they will all be dropped at that location, same location, at the same date and time. Right. If you drop them all, you can click the end button because you're done. You basically transported these clients to their employment, dropped them off, and you're done. So you click the all button to drop them all, or click the drop button by each one to drop them individually. Either way it works. And then you click the end button. The end button will end the trip. Now, if we still have clients on board, it'll tell you you can't end it because we still have clients on board. But that's the way it works. Okay. I don't want to end it yet because I've got a couple more things I want to show you. If you're transporting, let's say, these clients for a medical trip, say medical, this is the kind of trip where you take them, you drop them off and wait for the medical appointment to be over, or go in with them, whatever is the case. But you're not dropping them off permanently. You want to drop them, you're going to take them to the medical appointment basically and take them back, probably back home. So what you do in that case is when you get to the medical appointment, you click pause, basically pausing the trip. Now the pause button will change name to resume and everything goes away basically. So the trip is paused, and whenever the appointment is over, getting back in the vehicle, you click resume and it'll bring it back. So now you take them back to where wherever they're going, back home or whatever. Then you can drop them. Notice when you click all, they disappear. They're all marked as dropped off. Then you can click the end button, and it's done. It goes back to where it started. All right. So now let me show you something else. Some more features here. If we let's see, employment. We'll try employment here. Now, if we pick someone up, but forget to enter that information into the application at the time, we can go back and change it. Now, this is not easy, but it shows you the advantage of this system doing it for you. But so if you can remember to add them at the same time you pick them up, that would be great. Save yourself some work. But if you don't, if you've gone a few miles and you forgot to add them, the rider you picked up, you can go into this map pointer icon, bring up that record, and change the address. Let's say we're going to change this. We picked them up. It doesn't really matter here. Someplace in New York. How about that? All right. Now, and date and time, you can change that too. Might have picked them up at 9 o'clock instead. Let's say. All right. So that's changed permanently. You can close it and keep on driving. Open it again. See, it's still there. The same information we entered is still there. When you drop them off, it will record the location at the drop off. Now you can Also change the, let me end this, start another one, show you what you can do here. Um, for each client, you can change the address and date and time that you picked them up or dropped them off. Either way, change any of that information if you forget to do it at the time of the action. Or you can also change it to trip level. If you can actually, by using this feature, you can recreate an entire trip. If you take a client on a trip and forget to use this app at all, you can, after the fact, go in and recreate the trip by entering the date and time you picked them up, or the trip started, date and time the trip ended, the beginning location and the ending location of the trip, and you can do the same thing with each client. You can go in and add the client and change the date and time of pickup and drop off, and change the location of pickup and drop off. So that is a pretty difficult way to enter a trip, but that hopefully gives you an incentive to use the app during the trip and not forget. And I'm pretty forgetful. Let's see. All right, the last feature I want to show you is a GPS feature here. You can enter in an address and I want to get one that's at least in the U.S. Oh, here we go. New York again. Good old New York. So you enter the address, and then you can click the map icon, and it will take you to Google Maps and give you step-by-step driving directions. And it'll look basically a little different depending on the device you're on, but that's what it'll do. And to clear that address, if you want to enter another address and get GPS instructions to a different address, you click this icon here, and it'll clear the field, and you can enter another address. So that is how to use the TripLog app. Thank you.